Hello, Leo, you're up. Welcome to my tarot table. My name is Ginger of Tarot by Ginger. And I'm wishing you a very happy birthday. It's Leo season. Beautiful Lionsgate alignment occurred and is still in progress. So I hope that you've done your transformational work so that you can enjoy this transition, this powerful transition. And I'm going to be reading us from the Heart of Fairy Oracle deck. This deck, Heart of Fairy Oracle deck. Using the Rider-Waite, and then I'll finish the reading with a Prairie Majesty Oracle card. All right, let's see. What do we have? Spirit guides and angels, guides and teachers. What do we have for Aries? I'm sorry, for Leo. I'm reading for Leo. Okay, what do we have for Leo today? What would you like Leo to know? What kind of loving messages? Talk to us about the power of Leo. Beautiful shining star that Leo is. Okay, let's see. The first card out is called the Song. The Song. Let's see what it says about the song. Leo, you are the sunshine of my life. That's what it says. Leo, 59. The Song. Let's see what we have. It says attentive awareness, hidden energy, and listen with your heart. What is the song? What does it mean? The song is energy and vibration. Everything has its own energy, and everything has its own vibration or song. In fairy, as we travel the roads that spiral inward, we are aware of the energy of everything around us. Because we are in the other realm, it is easy to feel the energy of rocks and trees, flowers and grasses. When we travel in our human world, we may find it difficult to find any energy at all in the buildings, pavement, and stunted vegetation that surrounds us, but it is there nonetheless. No matter where we are in a beautiful country landscape or a cityscape of steel and glass, the energy is still there, flowing through and around everything, connecting everything in a harmony of song. Drawing this card means it may be time to stop and listen. Put your hand on something close to you and be aware of what you feel. Awareness and connection are so important. Relationships falter when connections are lost and energy is blocked. If you feel that a relationship is stuck, try listening for the song of the other person. Pay attention. That is one of the most important lessons that fairy has to teach us. Pay attention and the energy will start to flow again. All right, so listen to the song. Listen for the song. Listen for the song. Next one. Oh, the Lady of Sorrows. This is what it looks like. The Lady of Sorrows. Let's see. Number 43. I've seen that card. I haven't used this deck in a long time. 43. Lack of forgiveness, barriers, and letting go. This is a lady who visits us all from time to time. She is a hoarder of hurts and slights, a connoisseur of sorrow. Oh, she's holding on to it. She has built a wall around her heart with the collective wrongs that have been done to her. There are so many, hurt upon hurt, slight upon slight. Her wall grows taller and broader by the day, and she tends it carefully, making sure that there are no gaps between the sorrows that might let light in. Pity her. She has never learned to let things go. Miser that she is, she can't bear the thought of forgiveness when she knows that she's in the right. Does she sound familiar? If she turns up in a reading, examine what old hurts and sorrows you are holding on to. Even if you can only identify one, take that one hurt out of the wall you've been building, excuse me, and let a little light back into your heart. To feed on hurts and sorrows, oh, pardon me, there's the dog. To feed on hurts and sorrows is to live, perhaps, but never to thrive. In order to thrive, you need light and compassion. So begin to forgive forget and let the light in, because what other people do is not about you. It's not about you, it's about them. And so it's interesting. Recently, I've had a situation where I was involved, well, not involved. There was someone that I had to deal with, and I realized that the person was not treating me real well. And I was racking my brain trying to figure out what the heck did I do? And you know what? It's not about me, it's about that person. And so I was able to easily let that go. I was easily able to let her condescending attitude, her pokes and jabs at me, I was able to let them go. And now I'm free. So it's not about me. I don't have to do anything about that person. I don't have to do anything. I can let it go because it's not about me. And the fact that I became engaged, that was the person's intent to engage me in a very negative way. And I have to forgive myself for that. It was kind of a surprise, when people do that to us, it's kind of a surprise. We don't expect it. And so I'm like, well, I can forgive myself. I understand now what was going on, and I don't have to engage. I can just move on. So move on. Let your hurts and sorrows go, because you're here, Leo, to show people how to live in the light. And here's another card for you. It's called the Joy of the Future, because you have a beautiful future. The Joy of the Future. That's for you. 57. All right. Fearful anticipation, optimism, and the now. Fearful anticipation. If you look at the joy of the future, you will see that it is full of possibilities. The pixie holds nuts capable of turning into trees, and the other beings are filled with joyful anticipation. Ready to jump into whatever the future holds for them, except for the little man in the left-hand corner. See how worried he is? It's this man right here. Anticipation is really what this image is about. The future is coming, will soon be the present. There isn't anything we can do to stop that from happening, but we often fear what the future holds. This uses up a lot of energy. You can use the same amount of energy thinking that something good is coming as fearing the worst. It's as easy to think about something good coming as fearing the worst. Use as much energy. It takes courage to anticipate joy. There is always the chance of being disappointed. It's so much easier to expect the worst and then be pleasantly surprised if things are better than you thought. Oh my goodness, that sounds pretty negative. Don't fear disappointment. When we don't have, what I find is that when I don't have expectations, I have no disappointments. I've found from personal experience that believing that all will be well really can work. It isn't easy to believe, but it is possible. If you concentrate on the present, you don't have time to worry about the future in great detail. If you can learn to move through life with a sense of non-specific, joyful anticipation, you may find that some of the barriers that were in your way just disappear. Fairies live in the now. The moment, this moment, matters more to them than any past or future. We, of course, are mere mortals, but we can try to emulate them. Well, the fire signs really give their all. I'm a Sagittarius, so I know we give our all, and we have high hopes. And a lot of times when we have expectations, that we have the expectation that everybody will receive us well, and that everybody is as enthusiastic as we are, and that they don't have motives, because I find that we really don't have motives. What we want to do is bring good to the world. That's our motive. And other people are not honest. Maybe sometimes we're not honest, but people may not be honest. Maybe they're not able to be honest with us about their feelings or their hopes and dreams. And we have expectations, colliding. So be joyful for the future. This is something that takes work. If we are in a negative mindset, have been taught, to think negatively, because that is something that is learned. Day by day, every day, uh, if I talk to myself in a positive way, I find that I'm not worrying anymore. I'm not worrying. I can live in the present. I don't have to be in tomorrow or tonight or even this afternoon. All right. So it sounds like this is the healing that I'm hoping that you've been doing. That's what I'm hoping. All right, let's get with the tarot. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for you? Falling, falling all over the place. Okay, guides and angels, please tell me clearly a message for Leo that you would like them to receive. Help me to be open and see clearly and feel clearly. Here we go. One second, let's see. Okay, here we go. First card out, moving to a safer place. Moving to a safe place. You're moving to a safe place. That's your situation. Oh, what crosses you for good or bad is the Queen of Cups, the lady of our emotions. Lady of our emotions. This is a person who is um, so what the fairy cards told us is that we need to be listening for the song, our song. We need to listen, and when we forget that we can sense the world around us energetically, we kind of get all bunched up. And sometimes we forget to protect our energy from others. We forget to put that, barrier over us. Um, and then we begin to get disappointed and we forget who we are. And I'm going to say that this is your situation because you are moving into the future. Those things are behind you now. Those experiences are behind you. The energies are probably still are with you still, because here you are, and here she is, the woman of emotions. She's the queen of our emotions. So she is telling you to feel all of your emotions. Don't push them away. Feel them fully. Experience them. What are they telling you? Okay. What are they telling you, Leo? Grief is at the bottom of the reading. This is the reason the reading is taking place in this way at this time. Okay, and that makes sense because this is telling us you're leaving a place that you had high hopes for. You had high hopes for, but it didn't work out. Okay, in the way that you had hoped. Recent past, oh, thievery. Someone stealing your joy. People can steal our joy if we let them. We have to let them. We allow it. Recent past. Someone's stealing something. At the top of the reading, we have this card points to the outcome. This is the illusionary prison that we put ourselves into. It's the one in here. It's the prison in our brain. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my voice today. Maybe I need to speak clearly. The prison, the illusory prison, that our emotions can really, our mind and our emotions can really put us in that place. Our mind, our ego can be such a trap. They can, once those negative thoughts start rolling, boy, they can really go downhill, very quickly. It's the same if we turn it around and start thinking positively. And if we can't clear our minds, maybe talk to someone that we trust, not for advice, but to just listen to what I have to say, because maybe by saying what I'm feeling out loud will help me to hear my expectations, what my disappointments really are all about, what I need, what I want, what I'm not getting, um, the people I'm seeking out to fulfill my needs. And nobody else can fulfill our needs. That's our job. Okay, Leo? Okay, here we have the Knight of Swords. This is in your near future. The Knight of Swords is really, I'm thinking that by talking to someone or maybe journaling, uh, he's going to bring you clarity. He's going to bring you clarity, and he is going to release you from that prison, that Eight of Swords prison. He can do that because when we know clearly, when we see clearly, when we see all of the energies involved in a situation, we know what our part is, and then we can work on what's going on for us. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. I like this. In the position of your environment and within you is the Two of Pentacles. And this is a card of expertly juggling a lot of things. And to me, this means change. It means change is here. And you are juggling a lot of things to adjust, to make it work for you. It's a hopeful card. It's a happy card, I think. This guy is a brilliant juggler. And he's got that infinity sign there. So that is a spiritual sign of renewal. And, you know, we're constantly renewing, living, dying, just like the trees. You know, they bloom and then they go through their season and then they die off for the winter. You know, they pull back their energy for the winter, their leaves die, they're dormant, and then they come and bloom again. That's what this is about. I like that. So this is a season for you. This is the energy in your environment. This is in your environment. So is it yours? No, but there are things going on in your environment that may be promoting this sense of anxiety and worry and fear and loss, as though, oh my gosh, you know, what is tomorrow going to bring? I have the feeling that tomorrow is going to bring something better than you expect. Here we have, this is about money. Maybe the person that you were with showed you that you needed to be more, maybe they showed you because you splurged on them, showed you that you need to hold on to your money, that this is foundational, holding a foundational. There you go. That's his foundation. He's miserly. He's kind of greedy. This guy. He doesn't want to spend his money. He wants to hoard it. But I'm saying that it's time for you to be disciplined with your money and not be lavish with it. This is part of the learning that you're doing here. And then we have the King of Wands, and he is very positive, very creative, passionate. He is whole. He has learned his lessons. The salamanders, the sign of the salamander is beginning for a point and going through and completing a process. When the salamander's eating its tail, that means the process is completed, and that's what's on his jacket. His robe here is salamanders who have completed their process. So he's very wise. He's been through a lot. He's seen a lot of things. He's very adventurous. I'm going to say that this is someone in your environment who wants to help you find your wholeness, and you're completing your processes so that you can continue to grow. And you know, he's very bright. You, Leo, is the Queen of Wands. This is the King. And I'm going to say that, you know, it's time for you to become more disciplined. Uh, know that God has God's finger on you. You are not forgotten. God has God's finger on you. You're here for a reason, Leo. Don't forget that. Look at this. I see this and I see sunshine. And isn't that what Leo is? The sunshine that walks into the room. Be that sunshine. That's who you are. There's a lot of creativity here, a lot of positive energy. You know, you come out of here, you step out of this illusory prison and you walk into this room instead. That's what you can do, but it's up to you. It's up to you to decide that you want to change your mind. You're going to change your mind because you want to be happy and whole and joyful and free and creative, because you're very creative. You have the capacity to bring a lot of joy into people's lives. So, all right, let me pull a card from the Prairie Majesty Oracle. I like to use these cards because they sort of ask a question, and I have not had a reading where it wasn't pertinent to the reading. So let's see what the question is that we're going to leave you with for this month, Leo. You have the Queen of Cups here, the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords. You have a lot of powerful energy working in your favor. So let it work in your favor. Call in your guides. Stop hanging around with people who don't treat you well. That's not for you. That's not meant for you. Okay, here we go. What is ready to go so I can grow? It says wildfire, burn. What is ready to go so I can grow? There you go, Leo. Let it go so you can grow. Thanks for joining me. I hope this reading helped you, and I'll see you next month. Take care.